Welcome to WEFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Jessica Klein. First, on the local scene. The Ministry of Tourism and Culture will host the first in a series of national community tourism consultations on Thursday, July 20th, 2023. The event, which is scheduled to take place at the Methodist Church Hall in Kingstown from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., seeks to provide a forum for stakeholders to discuss tourism development issues and to further sensitize Vincentians about the transformation of the tourism and hospitality industry in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Thursday's consultation will see presentations by the Minister of Tourism, Carlos James, the Minister of Agriculture, Sabalto Caesar, the Minister of Finance, Camilo Gonçalves, the Managing Director of the Eastern Caribbean Sandals Resorts International, Mr. Winston Anderson, and the President of the SVG Hotel and Tourism Association, Mrs. Kim Halbish. The presentation on that day will aim to emphasize the importance of the tourist industry to the country's economy with a focus on the links to other economic sectors. The National Community Tourism Consultations will continue in several communities across St. Vincent and the Grenadines until November 2023 after the launch on Thursday. A Mesopotamian man identified as Kingsley Crime Shallow was shot and killed on Tuesday, 18th July 2023, around 9:40 p.m. According to reports, Shallow was hit with multiple bullets as he was walking along the Montauk Public Road. A resident said she heard 10 to 12 shots. Shallow died on the spot. Shallow's death brings the homicide count in St. Vincent and the Grenadines for the year 2023 to 30. Still on the local scene, an investigation into the circumstances surrounding the death of 28-year-old Cameron Roberts, a laborer of Golden Vale, has been launched by officers attached to the Criminal Investigation Department at the Kalliaqua Police Station. The deceased was found on the road above the Kalliaqua Anglican Church on July 18th with what appeared to be gunshot injuries to his head. A post-mortem examination will be conducted on the body to ascertain the cause of death. Members of the public who have information that can help with the investigation are encouraged to contact the Kalliaqua Police Station. All calls will be treated confidentially. On the regional scene, the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority, SLASPA, announced a prohibition on flying drones near George F.L. Charles Airport due to safety concerns. A release from the SLASPA stated, in consideration of public safety and aviation regulations, the St. Lucia Air and Seaports Authority hereby informs all drone operators and pilots, both St. Lucians and visitors, that the flying of drones is strictly prohibited within the vicinity of the George Charles Airport during the St. Lucia Carnival period. The release observed that SLASPA, the Department of Civil Aviation, and local law enforcement established restrictions to ensure aircraft operate safely and avoid potential hazards from unauthorized drone flights. Still on a regional scene, a new national comprehensive disaster management policy to guide risk management and recovery is set to be published in Barbados as the island continues to anticipate more frequent and severe hazards. The policy was accepted by Cabinet last year, September, following a long process, and is set to be published soon by the Department of Emergency Management, DEM. Officials are expected to carry out stakeholder sensitizations. On Tuesday, the director of DEM, Kerry Hines, provided an overview of the policy document as she addressed the Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry, BCCI, Risk Management and Crisis Recovery breakfast discussion at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center. She indicated that the policy was aligned with relevant legislation and other national frameworks, and that she was satisfied with the progress being made across the country in regards to recovery strategy, but there was still much work to be done. The policy, which speaks to the concept of shared responsibility, outlines the vision and goal for comprehensive disaster risk management for the government and is intended to serve as a strategic guidance framework for comprehensive disaster management for private sector programs and policies. And on the international scene, former US President Donald Trump said he expects to be arrested by a federal inquiry into the US Capitol riots and efforts to challenge the 2020 election results. Trump disclosed he had been informed by special counsel Jack Smith on Sunday that he was a target of their investigation. He further stated that he was told to report to a grand jury, which almost always means arrest and indictment. An indictment as such would be Trump's third for alleged criminal activities, which include 37 counts brought by Mr. Smith's team in June, accusing the president of mishandling classified documents. Trump has also been charged in New York City with falsifying business records in 2016, hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. The ex-president is due to stand trial in the case next March, as a date for the classified documents is being contested by the president's lawyers. This has been WEFM's 3 p.m. news. I have been your presenter, Jessica Klein. Join us again at 5:30 p.m. for WEFM's evening news, and we thank you for listening.